The proof trap, a mirror that only reflects what's already lit, stays dark most of the time. When you wait to see before you believe, you're like a gardener who demands fruit before planting seeds. Every scientist begins with a hypothesis, a belief sturdy enough to invite evidence. Belief isn't blindness, it's creative gravity. When you start to act as if something is true, neurons form alliances, senses widen, and coincidences become choreography. The risk of disbelief, a life so cautious, it never proves anything worth living for. The certainty addiction. Another mirror fogs over unless you breathe on it. You try to predict the reflection, but the fog only clears when you exhale into the unknown. The universe doesn't hand out spoilers because the surprise is what builds character. Uncertainty is the gym where courage trains. In physics, they call it superposition, possibilities existing until observed. In life, it's potential waiting for your first messy step. Without mystery, there's no miracle. Without motion, no movie. The spiritual ego, a mirror that claims perfection, reflects nothing new. You can't learn with a clenched fist. You can't receive with a closed halo. Thinking you're not advanced enough is the mind's way of keeping its identity safe from evolution. But the ocean doesn't ask its waves to qualify before they roll. The fish doesn't earn its water. It is its water. Humility isn't pretending you're small. It's remembering you belong. When you drop the measuring stick, awareness rushes in like tide. The polarity prison. Here the mirror splits. One side bright, one side shadowed, until you realise they're the same surface. Labels, they're training wheels for consciousness, but sooner or later, you have to ride without them. Light and dark, they're not enemies. They're phases of one pulse. Even gravity loves everything equally. It just pulls. When you stop judging as good or bad, you begin to sense tone instead of value. And tone is how the cosmos keeps time. Every mirror points to the same doorway, coherence. The moment belief precedes vision, curiosity replaces control. Humility dissolves comparison, and polarity merges into wholeness. That's when life stops being a puzzle and starts being a pattern. Science calls it resonance. Spirit calls it faith. Either way, it's coherence. The state where energy stops fighting itself and starts composing music. Ignore these lessons and the mirrors harden. Reflections distort. Choices feel like battles. Live them, the mirrors soften. Reality becomes a lens. You stop reacting and start creating. And so, imagine walking through that hall again, each mirror now a window. You glance at one and feel a quiet click inside. Belief generating sight. Uncertainty birthing motion. Humility expanding knowing. Polarity weaving peace. Nothing forced. Nothing implanted, just remembered. Because all along the mirrors weren't teaching you. They were showing you what you already knew.